Welcome back to the Eagles' journey this season, where every week feels like a battle and every game could redefine the path to the playoffs. The highs and lows have kept fans on edge, and as the team approaches the final stretch, the stakes are higher than ever. Momentum has been a defining factor, and now, with key players returning from injury, the conversation is heating up about how to best balance health, strategy, and competitiveness. Lane Johnson and Jalen Carter are coming back into the fold, and opinions are split among the fan base. Some argue for resting them, pointing to the importance of preserving these cornerstone players, especially with the team already in a promising position. But the reality is that nothing is guaranteed. Victories by the Bears and Panthers have kept the playoff picture fluid, and Philadelphia must remain vigilant. The Panthers' recent performance, particularly against formidable teams like the Buccaneers, shows that seeding is far from settled, and the Eagles cannot afford to approach any matchup casually. Holding on to the third seed while keeping an eye on a potential leap to the second requires careful calculation and fearless execution. Each snap, each drive, and each defensive stand is a piece of a larger puzzle that the team must solve before the postseason begins. This is not merely about giving star players rest. It is about sharpening the squad's competitive edge, ensuring cohesion, and pushing both the offense and defense to perform under real pressure. Because when the playoffs arrive, there will be no second chances. At the heart of this team's stability and success is Jalen Hurts, who continues to prove why he is more than just a quarterback. Leadership is often misunderstood as a flashy display or a vocal presence, but Hurts demonstrates that true leadership is about control, influence, and the ability to maintain composure during tense moments. That moment against Washington, where tensions flared among players, highlighted his capacity to guide the team calmly and decisively. Rather than letting emotions dictate actions, he stepped in, managed the situation, and redirected focus to the game at hand. Hurts' influence is subtle yet profound. He communicates through presence as much as words, ensuring teammates are aligned and mentally prepared for every challenge. The trust he commands is earned week after week through consistent action, accountability, and the ability to remain steady when everything around him threatens to spin out of control. Observing how he navigates heated situations, interacts with teammates, and even responds to opponents' provocations, it becomes clear that his leadership is the glue holding the locker room together this season. More than ever, that steady hand has allowed the Eagles to navigate adversity while staying focused on their ultimate goals. While Hurts anchors the team, another star is quietly emerging on the defensive front. Jordan Davis has been consistently demonstrating a level of dominance that cannot be ignored. Game after game, his presence reshapes the flow of opposing offenses. Every tackle, every disruption at the line of scrimmage, and every calculated engagement with blockers highlights his discipline, awareness, and raw power. Against Washington, Davis arguably delivered the finest performance of his career thus far, showing how a single player's execution can elevate the entire defense. His ability to control gaps, impose physicality, and maintain stamina deep into the game is a rare combination, especially in an era where defensive linemen often fade late in the season. Davis does not merely fill his role, he transforms it, giving the team an edge that reverberates across every defensive alignment. His presence forces quarterbacks to hesitate, alters running schemes, and shifts offensive priorities, demonstrating how one player's impact can ripple through an entire game. The investment the Eagles have made in him is paying dividends, and his continued growth suggests he will be a foundational player for years. One whose evolution from promising rookie to dominant force adds layers of intrigue to an already compelling season narrative. Strategic management of injuries has also been a defining aspect of the Eagles' approach this year. Nico Dean's hamstring issue, for instance, was handled with long-term objectives in mind, prioritizing playoff readiness over immediate contribution. While sitting out may frustrate some fans eager to see every talent on display, it is a calculated decision that reflects an understanding of the bigger picture. Similarly, Hy Campbell has risen to the occasion, showcasing growth and adaptability that speak to the strength of the Eagles' roster beyond the stars. His improvements against the run and his ability to execute complex plays demonstrate that depth is not simply a luxury, but a necessity for sustained success. Injuries, rotations, and strategic planning all intertwine, creating a balance between maintaining performance, protecting key players, and fostering the growth of emerging talent. The team's ability to integrate younger players seamlessly while preserving the intensity and cohesion of the lineup is a testament to both coaching foresight and player professionalism. Looking ahead, matchups against high-caliber teams like the Bills provide more than just routine competition. They serve as measuring sticks for the Eagles' readiness and resilience. The Bills present a complex challenge with the ability to exploit weaknesses and test the squad's adaptability. Every player's skill, focus, and composure will be under scrutiny. Can the defense control the line of scrimmage while remaining disciplined against innovative offensive schemes? Will the offense maintain efficiency and cohesion under the pressure of a top-tier opponent? These are not hypothetical questions. They represent the crucible through which the Eagles' true character will be revealed. The mental toughness, execution precision, and leadership displayed in these critical games will be indicative of how the team might perform in postseason intensity. Observing Hurts' ability to orchestrate plays, Davis' dominance in the trenches, and the emerging talent stepping up when called upon offers a window into the team's evolving identity and collective capability. Beyond the visible performance on the field, the Eagles' culture and locker room dynamics are shaping their identity as a contender. Leadership is expected at every level, and players are held accountable not just for their individual performance, but for their contribution to the collective mindset. Emotional intelligence, discipline, and resilience are as vital as raw talent in defining the team's potential. The ability to navigate internal pressures, maintain focus, and respond strategically under adversity sets the Eagles apart from other teams that rely solely on talent. The synergy between veterans, emerging stars, and coaching strategy creates a multi-layered unit capable of adapting to challenges, sustaining high-level play, and executing in critical moments. Each practice, each huddle, and each game reinforces a culture of accountability, preparation, and mutual trust that translates directly into on-field performance. This meticulous approach, combined with exceptional talent, positions the Eagles as a team capable of thriving when the stakes are highest. Even as individual stars shine, it is the collective depth, preparation, and strategic foresight that define the team's success. Injuries and fatigue are constants in the NFL, yet the Eagles' ability to rotate players, manage minutes, and integrate younger talent without losing competitive integrity is remarkable. This forward-thinking approach ensures that every player, from seasoned veterans to emerging contributors, remains engaged, prepared, and capable of performing under pressure. The balance between rest and performance, development and competition, underscores a level of planning that few teams achieve, and it reflects a holistic understanding of what it takes to reach the postseason with a fully prepared roster. This integration of talent, leadership, and strategic foresight creates a team that is not just competing but evolving, adapting, and preparing to peak when it matters most. As the season progresses, the intensity of each game continues to magnify, and the Philadelphia Eagles are proving that they are more than a team riding on moments of brilliance. Every matchup now serves as a stage where the team's preparation, discipline, and leadership are tested simultaneously. Players like Jalen Hurts and Jordan Davis are not just performing individually. They are setting the tone for the entire squad. Hurts' command over the field extends beyond play calling. His presence ensures composure under pressure, and his ability to read defenses, adjust on the fly, and motivate teammates highlights a level of sophistication rarely seen at this stage of a season. Watching him execute complex plays while simultaneously managing the locker room's emotions demonstrates a rare combination of mental acuity and athletic prowess. His influence permeates every level of the team, reinforcing a culture of accountability and preparation that has been cultivated meticulously throughout the season. Jordan Davis continues to impress not only through his raw physical talent, but also through his understanding of the game. His ability to control the line of scrimmage and disrupt defensive schemes has a profound psychological effect on opponents. Quarterbacks hesitate, running backs pause, and offensive lines are forced to adapt to his presence, giving the Eagles a subtle yet powerful advantage. This kind of impact cannot be measured solely by statistics. It transforms the way opposing teams approach the game and allows Philadelphia to dictate tempo and control critical situations. Davis' growth from a promising rookie into a defensive cornerstone exemplifies the effectiveness of the Eagles' long-term planning, scouting, and player development. His consistency, power, and stamina serve as both an inspiration for teammates and a warning for opponents, illustrating that the team is building not just for the current season, but for sustained excellence in the years ahead. The careful management of injuries has become a defining strategy. That speaks to the Eagles' understanding of the long-term nature of the NFL. Nico Dean's controlled rest, intended to preserve him for playoff intensity, is a reflection of a broader philosophy, emphasizing readiness over immediate gratification. Similarly, Ty Campbell's emergence as a reliable contributor underscores the depth and versatility of the roster. Campbell's ability to adapt to complex defensive assignments and perform under pressure showcases the coaching staff's ability to integrate younger talent seamlessly. This balance between safeguarding key players, fostering development, and maintaining competitive performance is critical for sustaining momentum in a league where every week can present unexpected challenges. The Eagles' ability to rotate personnel strategically while retaining effectiveness has become a hallmark of their approach, demonstrating a sophistication that goes beyond simple game plans as the Eagles face high-level opponents like the Buffalo Bills. These strategic considerations will be put to the ultimate test. The Bills present unique challenges, with the ability to capitalize on mistakes and pressure teams into errors. The performance of every individual, from the offensive line to the secondary, will be under scrutiny, and the collective execution of strategies will define the outcome. Can the Eagles' defense disrupt the rhythm of a complex passing attack? Will the offense be able to maintain composure and execute under the heightened intensity? These questions transcend individual skill, highlighting the importance of teamwork, discipline, and adaptability. Observing Hurts' leadership in real time, Davis' control of the line, and emerging players stepping up when called upon provides a clear window into the team's potential for postseason performance. The mental toughness, awareness, and preparation cultivated throughout the season will be revealed most clearly in these high-stakes encounters. Off-field dynamics also play a crucial role in the team's identity and performance. The Eagles have created an environment where leadership, accountability, and mutual trust are expected at every level. Players are evaluated not only for individual contributions, but also for how they support the collective mindset, maintain focus during adversity, and contribute to a disciplined, cohesive unit. Emotional intelligence becomes a differentiator in these high-pressure situations, allowing the team to channel tension into productive performance rather than letting it disrupt cohesion. Hurts' ability to calm teammates, Davis' focused dominance even when fatigued, and the adaptability of younger players all reflect a roster that understands its own strengths and weaknesses. This internal discipline and cohesion provide the Eagles with a structural advantage that cannot be easily replicated by opponents who may rely solely on talent without cultivating the same level of mental and strategic fortitude. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments. And let's talk birds. The NFL world is buzzing with whispers and speculation as news surfaces about a potential nullification of the recent game between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Sources close to league insiders suggest that discussions behind closed doors have reached a fever pitch, raising eyebrows across both franchises and among fans nationwide. While the league has not confirmed any official measures, the mere possibility of overturning the outcome of a contest that captured significant attention is enough to send shockwaves through locker rooms and front offices alike. Industry insiders indicate that the controversy stems from an alleged irregularity that could have influenced critical moments on the field. Although details remain scarce and intentionally guarded, speculation points toward a combination of officiating decisions and procedural anomalies that may not align with NFL regulations. If the league were to take the unprecedented step of annulling a game, it would mark a dramatic intervention, one rarely seen in modern football history. Analysts and former players have already begun weighing in, debating both the fairness of such a move and its potential ripple effects on playoff standings. Fans have taken to social media to express disbelief and concern, creating a heated environment of rumors, hot takes, and theory crafting. Some argue that the stakes of the game, combined with the reported irregularities, make a strong case for at least a thorough review. Others caution against jumping to conclusions, reminding the public that the NFL has historically been conservative when it comes to rewriting results, even in the face of significant controversy. Behind the scenes, team executives are reportedly monitoring league communications closely, aware that a formal announcement could drastically alter strategies and personnel decisions in the weeks to come. The uncertainty surrounding the Commanders versus Eagles matchup has ignited discussions beyond the immediate teams involved. Sports betting markets have reacted nervously Pundits are scrambling to analyze potential outcomes, and the broader NFL community is bracing for what could be a precedent-setting decision. If the game were officially annulled, it would raise complex questions about player statistics, team records, and the integrity of season-long campaigns. Meanwhile, coaches and athletes are caught in a limbo of preparation and speculation, uncertain how a ruling might impact morale, motivation, and future matchups. While the league continues to evaluate the situation behind closed doors, one thing is clear: the NFL landscape is on edge, and the potential ramifications of annulling a high-profile game between the Commanders and Eagles could resonate far beyond a single contest as rumors swirl and the narrative unfolds. Fans and analysts alike are left to wonder if the sport's governing body is ready to make a move that would echo through the annals of professional football history. For now, the story remains a tantalizing mix of uncertainty, intrigue, and the kind of speculation that keeps the football world endlessly fascinated. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.